He's back. Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it was a really good episode. But before I get into it, please let me ask if you would hit your subscribe button. Well, my subscribe button, not your subscribe button. Hit my subscribe button at the bottom, and I will appreciate it. And if you want me to subscribe to your page, just comment and I will do that because we subscribe for subscribe over here. Okay, so listen. We're Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to try to hit on the major points because, as we all know, this season is very slow. But it's starting to pick up just a little bit. Kenya, I can't say enough about her. I mean, I feel like she's a beautiful person. I feel like she's a beautiful person on the outside. I feel like she has beauty on the outside. I feel like she's got a beautiful face, and I like her wigs and her hair when she's, but that's about it with Kenya. Like, she really needs help. She really needs some mental and psychological help. I mean, we all know that she didn't have a relationship with her mother, and she clearly has mommy issues when she can't get along with no females. Even the ones that she's supposed to be really, really close to, she shades on a regular basis. Kenya's the type of person that cannot stand for someone to receive more love than they do. They can't accept when somebody else is getting praise or glory and the spotlight is not on them. She's very self-centered and narcissistic, and it's sad to watch. Like, she can't let nobody have a moment and just have their moment. She can't do it. She's not capable. It's not in her. And that's a very sad individual to me. Like, she only threw that engagement party because she knew that everybody saw her shade her best friend, and almost blow her engagement party, where she actually got engaged. She almost blew it. And the only reason she did it is because she got to say, I did this, and to also solidify her spot in the wedding. You're not going to tell me that her doing this engagement dinner didn't have something to do with that. So she's very calculated, very, very calculated. And she going to keep on coming for Portia, and I'm going to put her on my own site list. I really am. I don't want to have to do that, but I will. Because you're not going to keep coming for Portia just because Portia is a charitable individual and is involved in the actual movement while you do nothing but worry about yourself, your businesses, and your failed marriage. You better stay off of Portia and let Portia live. And then we have, I like what I saw with Drew and her husband. They look like they shared some good moments. But again, I'm not a fan of leaving for 3 days and not telling me where you went exactly. You made that up. So I'm going to continue to side eye dude. I'm a side eye. I'm like it. I'm a side eye. I'm like it. Because I don't trust them. I don't trust that at all. Okay, so moving right along. I want to talk about Cynthia and the wedding and the possible invite to her father. It's a weird place to be when you in a when your parents actually were vowing with one another and you had to witness that. It's a very, very strange place to be. And I feel like when it comes to weddings, okay, so say Cynthia's mother got married again. She wouldn't expect for Cynthia's mother to invite her ex-husband because they don't get along and she don't like him. He was abusive towards her. But this is Cynthia's wedding and nobody is promised tomorrow. I don't feel like, as long as he's not bothering her or whatever, I don't feel like she should have to sacrifice her daddy being there if she wants him to be there. Because it's like with my mom and my dad, they were battling with each other, you know, with me growing up, but I still invited my dad to my wedding. I really wish I hadn't because I feel like he only came because he got a chance to do, the dad thing. Everybody's thinking it's her dad going to give her away. He wanted to be there. So it was a moment for him. And I'm glad that he was there. But at the same time, if I could do it all over again, I would have just let the one man that really raised me, walk me down the aisle and let him have that moment. Since nobody else was there to raise me but him, he should have had that moment alone. But that was a decision that I made. I had them both walk me down the aisle. And I just don't feel like it's right that she has to sacrifice that because her mother is, you know, uncomfortable. I don't get it. Because here's the thing. You can choose not to come, Mom. I'm giving you a warning, a heads up. You can choose not to come. Because apparently whatever their relationship was, it didn't trail over to Cynthia. Like my dad was very abusive with my mother, but he never spanked me once. So our dynamics are totally different. But at the same time, I get where Noelle was coming from on how her mother always puts them first, but that's a decision that she made. She decided to put everybody before her. She decided to, make sure everybody else was straight before she was. She's not owed anything. I mean, you can do it to be nice because, I'm going to return the favor because this is the way you always treated me, but nobody owes her anything. Like me, I'm a mother. My oldest child is 26. I still do for him if he needs me to. I don't feel like he owes me anything because I do for him, because I choose to do for him. If my 23-year-old wants to come live with me for 5 years and, I do things for him while he's living with me, I don't feel like he owes me. You don't owe me anything. Everybody has a decision and a choice to make for themselves. We have to do what makes and enhances our happiness, period. And if enhancing my happiness is making sure that my sons are straight, then that's what I'm going to do. But by doing that, I can't then claim and say, oh, well, you owe me. What about all I did for you? I had a choice and I chose to do those things. So he don't, and that's anybody. That's anybody. If I got a sugar daddy, like if I'm single and I got a sugar daddy and I tell him, you ain't never getting no twat, and he still decided to do for me, that is on him. He cannot be mad at nobody. At the end of the day, when he still don't get no twat, and trust me, they will try to get mad at you. Like I told you wasn't getting any. I did not tell you to buy me anything. But I ain't no dummy either. So it's the same thing. And I just feel like people need to accept their roles in things. You have to accept your role. Like she feels like, okay, I've always been there. Okay, thank you, Mom, for being there. You are a super mom. But you gotta, let people make their own decisions. And I mean, what did you raise your daughters to know? Because you say that you was the mama and the daddy. Unless you be standing up, baby, you was not the daddy. You can say I was a single mother raising you all alone, but you was not a mother and a father. One person cannot make two. That just does not happen. Stop saying that, ladies. You are not. Don't even put a man's responsibility on yourself. You can only do what you can do as a mother. You can be super mom, but you cannot be a dad. You do not have the anatomy. You did not make that child alone. That child is not 100% you. It's 50% you, 50% father. So no, you're not the mother and the father. And they know you're not, because when they ask for their daddy, you still right there. Where's daddy? You are not daddy. They were like, mama's crazy. She thinks she's a man and a woman. My mama's a hermaphrodite. I'm just saying. No, but stop saying that, ladies. No, you're not. My mother used to make us give her Father's Day cards. Why am I giving you a Father's Day card and I have a stepfather? Why am I giving you anything? Why I can't give it to him? He's standing in the gap, right? He's standing in the gap. Why I can't give it to him? Why I gotta give you a Father's Day card? You're not no father. I just gave you a Mother's Day card. I don't know. I don't believe in all of that. I just feel like when women do that and they say that, they just basically showing people that they make the wrong decisions with who they procreate with. My mother was married to my father, so what? I'm child number 3 between them, but she had no business getting married to him, period. He was not the marrying type, and he definitely wasn't the best husband to her. I do remember good times, so I can understand where Cynthia was saying on her Father's Day post, thank you for the good memories. I have good memories with my dad. Why would you be mad that I say thank you for the good memories? Because all of your memories are messed up. Why did you stay that long, Mom? Why is that my fault that you stayed with a man that was abusive to you? Why is that my fault? People, as adults, we have to really accept our roles in everything. It's like a man can beat you, a man can't dog you out without your permission. I'm going to say that again. A man cannot dog you out without your permission. So if he's beating you, hitting you, treating you any other way than what you feel like you deserve, that's on you to leave him. It's not his fault that you stayed. It's not his. I mean, I'm just being real, because if he's threatening to kill you, he's going to do that anyway. And I tell my mom, I'm like, I don't know how you did it for so long. I was like 8 years old before she got away from him. They were married, I think, 11, well, together 11 years, something like that. And, there's no way. I mean, he's out here doing it, any and everybody, but then gonna beat you being mad. Like, how you gonna get mad before me and I found out you was cheating on me? So, it's like I tell my mama, you have to accept your role in that. You allow that to continue to happen over and over and over again. Because here's what we can't do. We can't focus on the abuser, because the abuser is going to be the abuser. What we have to focus on is survival. What does it take for me to survive or overcome this situation? Why am I allowing this situation to perpetuate in my life for so long? We have to look at ourselves, because that's all we can control. We can't control nobody else. We can only control what we do. And I'm telling you, if you're in a relationship where they hit you one time, that should be the last time that they hit you. You can't control that first time, but you can control every time after that. And you cannot let situations keep you there. Like, he won't let you work. Okay, well, when you leave, you can go get a job. When you leave, you can go to a shelter. They will keep you safe. When you leave, you can restart your life. But you can't do none of that as long as you stay and leave him in control. So I definitely want to get that message off. You are worthy to be loved in the way that you feel like you should be loved. You shouldn't have to settle for anything. And you damn sure shouldn't have to settle for somebody going upside your head. And if you do not blame your children later. Because 9 times out of 10, those relationship dynamics are different. So come to grips with your part. And a lot of times that's just forgiving yourself for allowing that person to abuse you for so long. Sometimes that is part of your healing, is forgiving yourself. And we forget that sometimes, that I'm so sorry I allowed him to abuse my temple. I'm so sorry that I allowed him to abuse my mental. I'm going to do better by you. I'm going to start loving you, because if I don't love you, nobody else will love you. People will only love you to the capacity that you love yourself. Period. I say it with love. Again, if you have not, I'm sorry. That's all I had to say. I just want to, sometimes I be getting life lessons out of here that I feel like I need to push out. So y'all forgive me for that. I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to let you all know that you control a lot more than what you feel like you do. But you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you can't achieve it. If you don't believe you can get away from a bad situation, you won't. If you don't believe that there's better out there, you won't find it. You have to believe it in order to allow your mind to achieve it. Okay, that is my $5.10. Thank you all for watching. If you have not, please hit my subscribe button. Thank you. Peace out.